Can't see, you see your friend Kartel and run out of lyrics for you.
You, watch your temperature, man. You need to cool down. Vybz Kartel are the baddest lyricist.
First and foremost, free the whole world, boss. I'm your gracious host, Caspian Montgomery. Welcome, Gaza Nation. Today we'll be explaining the Lyricist to the patois illiterate. This is definitely my most requested song to explain in English. But the first one to request it was Chad Murdoch. So big up yourself. Enough respect. Teacher, please begin.
So what them implying? The teacher have to sing line. DJ not in your mind. Cock up your nose for the sting crime of the king time. Me wicked like St. James and Kingston and St. Catherine crime.
Ardy the Innocent begins the first verse by asking a question. He says, what are they implying? That I have to just sing songs now? And then he reaffirms that DJing is still part of his repertoire. And he says, cork your nose up for the stink rhyme. It is now king time. Let me do my best impression of corking it up. You ought to close your nose because this rhyme will make you have a stink face. He is wicked like the crime-ridden areas of St. James, Kingston, and St. Catherine.
Roll out with the shooters, the kill kind, no boxers, Calvin Klein. No 4-1 get me out for reach the big time. Me sleep and wake up and them still trying. You don't have no patience, mash up your clock and try to kill time.
Mr. Palmer then says that he rolls around, he travels with shooters just to kill time. That's a double entendre. They are not boxers, they are killers. Do you understand that? And then he says, enough people with bad minds want to get him. Stop before he reaches big time. This was a long time ago when he wrote the song. He is now big time. And he says he sleeps, he wakes up all day long and they're still trying. But they have failed, and we know this.
Fuck me up, still the lyricist, vocabulary physicist. Melody Michelangelo will paint the graphic images. Get a condom for your ears because that tune a shot like syphilis. For the title, hey give me this, Empire is the wicked.
One dawn then attacks us with a barrage of fiery masterpiece lyrics. He says he's a vocabulary physicist, a melody Michelangelo. He paints better graphic images than all of the great painters. And then he says you have to get a condom for your ears, some type of protection. Because this tune is just out of this world. It's an infectious disease to your ears like syphilis. And he says, who has the title? I will snatch it from your hands. It is now my title. Because any empire that one dawn creates is the best. Wow.
I'm the baller and the manager, Alex Ferguson and Baby this. Me stay in front like Genesis, yes. Who want fi penny this? Yes. Me find the metaphors where Jay-Z them and beginnings and char them up like Winterfresh, spit them out like Wiggles.
Adija then says he is the player and the coach. He's Alex Ferguson and Bibby, which are two famous football legends. And he references the Bible. It says he stays in front like the first verse, which is Genesis. And then he says the greatest line I've ever heard in the history of all music. He said he guesses that he found the metaphors that Jay-Z and the notorious B.I.G. missed. And he chews them up like gum and spits them out like it's nothing. It's such a shocking line because I believe this to be true.
Me hat, me touch green grass, make it catch fire. Someone the thugs me see through them like mesh wire. Yes, I them license expire. Me rub them out like me Benz tire. Me meds higher than angel from heaven's fire. Burn them with the hell's fire.
Yes, the Gaza ruler then says that he's hot. So hot that when he touches grass it sets ablaze. He can see right through fake gangsters like a chain link fence. Their license have expired. So he will rub them out like he rubs the tire on his Benz upon a curb. He can meditate higher than angels upon a wire. Heaven's wire, that is. But he can also go so low as to burn them with hellfire lyrics.
Prostitute and virgin have in common. Empire, them all come in and me beg to cool that empire. Them entire, them linger here. Chunky gal, needle and syringe wear. Christian gal, ginger beer. Rasta gal, we injure here.
Teacher then begs the question, what do prostitutes and virgins have in common? They all want a piece of the empire. Once they come around, they tend to linger and stick around. They're all different types of female junkies, you see. And they're addicted to the Gaza. And with that last line, we have reached the glorious chorus.
Me float like the town cable, it no fable, no nights off the round table. Tell other man even kid, some me don't able. Them boy they take me style, get them so brazen. But Russian, me float like the town cable, it no fable, no nights off the round table. The boy them bite me style, get them so craven. Them come be like the big fat gal, them so raven.
Yes. World Boss then says that his flow is like the town cable. Flow is a cable company that provides services to the Caribbean. He says this is not a fairy tale like the Knights of the Round Table story was. He then comes in with another double entendre. Tell Adam and Eve and Cain that he is able. He says that so many people take his style and then walk around like it's their own. But Russian, which is his acclaimed producer, his flow is the flow of all flows. It powers everyone. Those boys, they continue to bite his style and they're still hungry. They come in like Raven Simone after she put on a few pounds later in her career.
Me and the Portmore pioneer, me and my woman the 9 year. Not try that my dear, but me and you make a nice pair. Take my advice dear, get it out of your head like lice here. Me loving her forever, if life's fair.
Mr. Puma begins the second and final verse by telling us that he is the Portmore pioneer, and he has been with his woman, Shorty, for 9 years. So even if we would make a nice pair together, he's talking to a woman here. Don't even think about it. You should take my advice and get out. Like someone who had lice, get it out. Because he's loving her for as long as he lives. Very powerful.
You don't know me Afghanistan, you only know me Times Square. You see me in a the Benz, changing 5 gear. I drink street vibes like it's light beer. On private jet, me fly Lear. Addis, no Nike here. Me skin paint up like bike flare.
World Boss, still speaking to this woman, then says that you don't know his war times, his tough times. You only know his Times Square times when he's popular and famous. You see him in the Mercedes-Benz changing gears, switching lanes, and drinking his own liquor brand like it's a light beer, flying on private jets, showing off the latest shoes, not Nike Airs. His skin is painted up, it's tattooed, marked up like when a bike spins out and leaves a mark on the road. It's genius.
Not at the easy street, you know the Elm Street, the nightmare. The days when me used to take the bus and can't find fear. Just slot off with the virus, me have spyware. The way my brain fertile, America won't invade and drill for eye.
He then finishes his conversation with this groupie by telling her that she only sees his easy street times. She doesn't remember his nightmare on Elm Street days, when he had to take the bus and couldn't even find fare to get the ride. So please just log off with your bad mind. He has spyware to protect his brain. His brain is genius, so genius that America wants to drill for oil in his head, which is quite a lie because America invades everywhere and drills for oil. Genius.
They can't see, them boy they no fancy. Them a Nancy, me lyrics wear them out like a Yancy. Them shaming at the crowd and every man see. Them fans give them thumbs down, me a thugs and them a Bugs Bunny.
Adija then says that the other Jamaican artists are all like Jamaican fairy tales. His lyrics beat them bad. They get no response from the crowd because they can't even perform correctly. Fans give them a thumbs down. He is a thug. They are just cartoons. And sadly, that last line, we have reached the end of another Vybz Kartel masterpiece. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so you do not miss an episode. Not for Caspian Montgomery, but for Deja Bomber. I must spread his music to a broader audience. Gaza Nation, forever indebted for your support. Till next time, Gaza say, you see me.
Hey, Rashad, if you know this is not a throwaway song to some queers on them gangs, for them build some mediocre counteraction songs. No, it's just a reminder to the fans.